Have you ever wondered, no matter what I do, it's like nothing's ever working out for me? I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found out. It's not really you that's doing all that thinking. It's actually your ego. You know that little part of you that makes you feel like you're a god whenever you do something right, but it's also that little part of you that makes you feel like shit whenever you make a mistake? That's your ego. Your ego is here to do three things for you. It's here to predict how things are going to happen, when they're supposed to happen. It's here to control how people need to behave around you. But more importantly, it's here to protect itself and protect you from all the unforeseen events that may happen in your life. And it does these three things by creating this script of how things need to be for you to feel okay. And you take this script and you add it to almost every aspect of your life. You have a script for your coworkers on how they need to be around you for you to feel okay. You have a script for your friends on how they need to behave around you for you to feel okay. You have a script for your romantic partners on how they need to be for you to feel okay. And for my traders, you have a script for how your journey needs to unfold for you to feel okay. The wild thing is that your life very rarely ever plays out in the way that you want it to, right? The reason for that is that your life itself already has a script of how your life is going to unfold, whether you like it or not. Where you're fucking up is whenever something happens to you that's outside of the ego script, you tend to view it from a very negative perspective. You say things to yourself like, why is this not working out for me? Why are they not treating me better? Why didn't they text me back when I got home? Why am I blowing all these accounts? The reason why that you're feeling like this is because you have a death grip over your own script. And this is the very script that's actually ruining your life. When I started taking this stuff very seriously, I quickly learned that things don't happen the way that you want them to happen. Things happen the way that they are supposed to happen. But you gotta let them happen. But how do you do that? You do that by changing your beliefs on how you see your life unfolding. I started doing this by saying this to myself. I started saying this: everything is happening as it should. You're exactly where you need to be. That may be a very hard pill for you to swallow, but what if everything you're going through right now was all part of the process for you to realize your goals? What if you knew that no matter what happens right now, that you're going to hit your goals? How would you feel? More relaxed, more calm, more self-assured. You wouldn't have all this anxiety like you do right now of how your life is actually unfolding, okay? And you do that by reaffirming to yourself, by saying, hey, no matter what happens, everything is exactly happening as it should, and I'm exactly where I need to be. That's the whole idea, is by letting go of the ego's control of how things need to happen for you to feel okay. So once you start incorporating this very idea alone, that everything is happening exactly as it should, you get very good at responding to the events in your life rather than reacting. Because when you react, you tend to view things from a very emotional perspective, right? This is where all your emotional outbursts coming from. And when you make decisions based upon emotional outbursts, this is when your life starts to get out of control and you start spiraling, you start like freaking the fuck out, right? But you don't want to do that. You want to learn how to respond, right? How do you respond? By viewing things as they are, as opposed to what you want them to be. So you want to view things rather objectively, okay? And when you start doing things like that from that perspective, you start to view the script of your life from a very positive place, right? Because now everything is going to start feeling a little bit more effortless for you. But this is how it all starts. This is how it all works. 2 years ago, I created these little sticky notes for myself with this very statement alone, right? And when I did this, I added this onto my little repertoire as well. I started saying this to myself, and this is what made all the difference. Everything is always working out for me. This little statement alone changed my life because it didn't matter what I was going through, whether I blew all my accounts, whether I got ghosted, whether I lost my job, it didn't matter because I started to believe that everything is working out for me. And I did that because I created these little sticky notes and I put them everywhere. It was all, it was in my car, in my office, my bathroom mirror, name it. I had it everywhere because I really wanted to change my life at the time. And what I found out was that I was able to hit my goals a lot more effortlessly. So the idea I really want to drill in your head is the fact that you have a script in your head of how things need to be for you to feel okay. But you don't realize that script until something happens to you that was outside of your control, of the ego's control. Once you realize this, release your death grip, and you do that by realizing that, hey, everything is happening as it should. Once you do that, you get very good at responding to the events in your life, rather objectively. And when you do that, you start to view your life from a very positive perspective because the overarching idea is that no matter what happens to you, no matter what you're going through, everything is always working out for you. Okay? If you're able to do this, not only are you able to hit your goals more effortlessly, but I believe you will be happy as well. Because I don't care what your goals are, I think more than anything that we all want is just to be happy.